What's up everybody, welcome to my unit. My name is ARNE, this is 621 and we are going to be checking out the top 10 moments of Drift Masters Round 2 Spain. Make sure you stick around to the end because I've put a bonus one in this video. This is going to be coming through the season from the end of each round. I can't wait to deep dive into it. Let's go! So the goal of these videos is for me to catch up on the event. Obviously, if you don't know who I am, my name is ARNE and I run all the social media channels from Drift Masters live at the event. So I do all the stories and some of the TikToks you'll be seeing. I have so much fun doing it, but it also gives me an exclusive insight to the event that no one else really gets to see. So I want to go over the stuff that I saw that caught my eye and that caught my heart as well, because that is what drifting is about. It is a sport that is run off of emotion, if not anything else, and lots of money. So we are going to jump into this today. So number 10 is YVES MYER in his GR Supra. I've been watching him grow as a driver over the last couple of years, and oh my God, did he announce himself in Spain, having an amazing battle with Jack Shanahan, narrowly missing out on progressing through. I think he's going to be a contender for the year, definitely a surprise driver that's going to come through the ranks this season, and I cannot wait to see him progress.
YVES MYER onto the back bumper at GTA 6 already with Shanahan's fast. YVES MYER's got the pace in the car to hang with him as they fire through. YVES MYER perfectly timed the transition. Look at the dive from YVES MYER as he now applies the pressure all over the side of that Toyota GTA 6. They fire through. It's a Toyota on Toyota out there on track as now YVES MYER goes for the kill one more time.
Moment number 9, Jason BANET and his Subaru BRZ. Wow, what an entrance to Drift Masters. Welcome to the season, Jason. Absolutely amazing drive. And once again, taking one of the favourites for the championship right to the line in his battle with James DEANE. Absolutely amazing drive from him and himself, getting into the top 16 at his first proper Drift Masters round for 2025. Love to see it. Cannot wait to see this man progress this year from France. Going to be a big name by the end of it. I feel it, boys and girls, and obviously drifting's for everybody, right? And everyone in between. Let's go, I can't wait.
Puts that car right to the edge of the circuit. BANET can hang with him, but he has to shortcut a little bit. You can see that shallow angle as DEANE goes wide, picks up the very outer limit of the track, but here comes Jason BANET as he sticks it to the door, gives DEANE the room to manoeuvre as he now tries to tuck up on the inside. BANET goes for it. BANET puts it to the back bumper across the line.
Moment number 8 goes to the machine, James DEANE, blessing us with an introduction to his RTR Mustang, the first to be competed in Europe. Number 1, the car looked amazing, it sounded amazing, and it went amazing, giving us some amazing moments from the event. But as an Englishman that doesn't get to see Mustangs used in motorsport a huge amount here, it was amazing to see such a gnarly car being put through its paces and doing so well for its first event. Let's check out some of the moments now.
We do have James DEANE coming off the line.
And I mean, really for James DEANE, this is a shakedown run. This is to make sure that after that incident yesterday, the car is at form. He didn't actually take a ton of damage, but the back end of that car did take something. So you can go and realign everything, but it can shake bolts loose. It can turn the wheels in improper directions. It can bend brake lines. So for him, nobody wants to win a battle this way, but to take a little bit of pressure off the team.
Moment number 7 has to go to my friend, my boss as well, Dave EGAN, getting his first ever qualification in his first ever Drift Masters round in the Supra Jet with Drift Games. It was amazing to see. I was so happy for this man coming from the commentary box to the start line in his very own car. And he looks like he belongs on the Drift Masters grid. I'm so proud of him, but I knew he could do it. I can't wait to see how he progresses as a driver, really bonding with that Supra. These cars are becoming really popular on the grid, so it's really exciting to see how the drivers will do theirs. And here is the Drift Games one right now.
To the next driver, and it's going to be the one and only Dave EGAN, who currently sits on a 0 after his first qualifying run. I think he got a little nervous, a little rush of blood to the head, a little panicky. He said he just wanted to get that one done and survive. Well, he needs now to not only survive, but put a score on the board as we see EGAN flick through the gears, fire that car across the circuit. Nicer line this time, more aggression, and he keeps it on the tarmac as EGAN flicks it through. No mistakes at the moment, big handbrake drag, but he sets himself up nicely for outside zone 4. EGAN back on throttle, another big clutch kick from EGAN in that Toyota Supra, fires it on angle, and he's got it together as Dave EGAN gets that zone across the line, and everybody in the booth has a sigh of relief for him.
Now, before I get into moment number 6, if you are a Drift Masters fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out 621.com for some fresh merchandise to be wearing this summer, because we are bringing you some exclusive content from behind the scenes at Drift Masters. I managed to grab a moment with a few of the drivers to do in-depth reviews of and walkarounds of their drift cars. So they'll be coming to the channel in the coming weeks. So make sure you hit subscribe and stay tuned, because the man we're about to mention in moment number 6, Tour ARNE KVIA, is one of those men. So make sure you hit subscribe, because number 6 goes to Tour ARNE KVIA in the showdown battles on qualification day, where he did a whole lap with his doors open and his boot open, having to shut it mid-drift. This man is an absolutely amazing driver, and when this all comes together for him, he is going to become a champion. I can feel it. This is the moment right here.
4, that's where things get a little wonky.
Oh, the door came open.
Oh,
KVIA's door came open.
that would spook me too.
That spooked him. Look, he's shut it mid-run.
Mid-run, he shut the
Hey,
door.
that's nothing. We're going to see it on board now. Check
Yeah.
this out. Ready? Boom. Doors open.
Can someone get this for me? No, nobody?
KVIA's like, hey,
Switches hands.
It's got windy in here. Look, I forgot. This is the man who did a full run of Austria with a bonnet on the windscreen, remember?
I know.
That's what affected him.
Ah, okay. Still, I mean, still solid. But yeah, definitely got a little distracted there by not falling out of the car.
Moment number 5, see us go back to drift games with Dave Egan's Suprajet. He had an engine fault during the event where a tiny little pebble found the only hole in the cover for the timing belt and caused chaos. The team worked tirelessly and it was amazing. I was around there pretty much the whole time. I thought, this is where the story is right now. So I put ourselves here, seeing Jack Kelly and the rest of the drift games mechanics hard at work. It was to the wire. They literally got the car out with seconds left on the clock, but unfortunately when Dave got up to doing his burnout box, it cut power and he knew he wasn't going to get around, so he just did a parade lap if anything. But that was definitely one of the moments of the weekend, down to the absolute final seconds. That is what competitive drifting really is all about, and watching the team manage to basically redo 6 hours of work in an hour was mind-blowing. So let's check that out.
Over here, Johnny. Yeah.
Moment number 4 is another big crash in practice. Just before the top 32, the last few battles of practice, KUBA ended up putting his beautiful GR86 into a wall. The car was a wreck. When it came back in, I thought, there is no way we are seeing this car back out. But we saw 3 separate teams come over trying to help him get the car back. And the man, the myth, the legend, John Shanahan, back in the pits with his trusty sledgehammer, and Liam Keane from the Shanahan team went absolutely haywire on it. And once again, got the car out ready for battles. It was incredible to watch.
Machine to bend for
Moment number 3 was a hard one to stomach. This was the final showdown battle of the day. So the showdowns are one of the things they implemented last year where the top qualifiers go against each other to try to get a few extra points on the board. And unfortunately, we saw a very big accident in the final one between James Deane and PIOTR. It was kind of scary at the time, very nerve-wracking, but thankfully PIOTR was okay. Just a lot of disappointment that the cars got written off. Peter's car really did suffer, and it was done for, which didn't see him get to progress to the next day for his top 32 battles, which was a real shame. It did look like PIOTR has finally cracked the code with that Supra, but this was definitely a major moment of the weekend, and this is what happened.
Thumbs up from Martin. This is it. The end of qualifying is almost over as they're off the line. It's going to be Wojciech to lead out James Deane for the final battle in our qualifying showdown. Oh, are you serious? This is going to be an insane weekend. Bumper parts spread across the track. Fog lights out. Oh! Wow! Big accident.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at this. James Deane immediately over there saying, "I'm sorry about that, man."
I mean, that's some fear for your friend. That's what that is. That's a genuine, like, are you okay?
We go. Let's go back to the replay from our drone. Wojciech fires through. Deane fires through. Wojciech on the brakes early. Doesn't get on throttle. Deane can't slow the car down. And
He tried.
He tried.
He tried
just
so hard.
He comes in so fast and he just couldn't slow the car down. And you know the scary thing for James is the back end of that RTR Mustang.
You're gonna see it
in the door. Look at this. You're going to see the back end of that Mustang. Oh, sandwich.
Oh my
Wojciech against
gosh.
the wall. Oh my God.
Jeez.
That is a bad accident.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, thankfully PIOTR didn't say, it looks like okay. He's going to feel all of that tomorrow, though.
Oh,
man.
I'm going to say now that's probably one of the worst ones we've seen so far in Masters.
Moment number 2, and one of my personal favourites from the weekend. Got to see Jack Shanahan versus Conor Shanahan in the Battle Series. Now, there's got to be something said about 2 Irish heavyweights going head-to-head, but not just 2 Irish heavyweights, 2 brothers, 2 people that have trained together forever in 2 cars that are almost identical. It is so good to watch, and as a drift fan, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to spectate. So check this amazing series of battles out between the Shanahan brothers.
Well, here we go. The car slam into gear. Shanahan versus Shanahan. Conor to chase down Jack as they come through the gears. Look at this. Conor Shanahan straight onto the back bumper of Jack's GT86. They fire through. No messing around. Clean cut so far as they both put it right to the edge of the circuit for outside zone 4. Conor Shanahan starts to creep up on his brother. Put the front wheel to front wheel. But Jack is on an absolute ripper. But Conor fires down on the inside, noses wheel to door across the line.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And Conor is given that green light to go, and it will be Conor to lead out Jack as they come through the gears. 4th gear selected as they flick through initiation. Look at that, Jack having to hit the foot brake before making contact with Conor as they fire through. Conor goes wide and sets himself up lovely for outside zone 4. But look at this from Jack, matching the angle, matching the proximity all the way through. The transitions don't even make sense as Conor Shanahan leads Jack right to the edge of the circuit and across the line.
And moment number 1 goes to only one man, Oliver RANDALU, taking his first ever victory in Drift Masters. I've been seeing this man progress through his drifting career since I started with Drift Masters back in 2021, and it was absolutely amazing to get to see him on the podium with his bottle of champagne and his gold trophy. An amazing drive all weekend from him, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Oliver RANDALU, take a bow, sir. Oliver RANDALU, you take top spot here in Spain. How are you feeling?
Long time coming. I'm feeling really happy. You know, it's the first day when we started practicing. I thought I wasn't so sure about this track, but lap by lap it got better and better and better, and I felt so confident at the end. So yeah, I was really going like full throttle all the way.
Amazing, Oliver. Well
Thank
done.
you.
We'll see you in Finland, my man. Enjoy
Cheers.
your evening. Enjoy.
Thank you.
And this episode's bonus moment goes to my man, Jacob Gettins. Welcome to Drift Master, Jacob. We have a new commentator in the hot seat alongside Ian Waddington, and oh my goodness me, he fits in perfectly. An absolute legend of a man, and he really showed the world what he can do on the European stage of Drift Masters. I'm really, really happy for him. I can't believe how seamless it went. Replacing Dave Egan was never going to be an easy task, but he made it look that way. I'm really, really happy for him. Can't wait to see him again in Finland. Now, I was meant to be over in Florida watching OSW, the Formula Drift next weekend, but unfortunately, my old mate over here hasn't been very well recently, and I didn't feel it right to go and leave him for what would have been about 3.5 weeks with the 2 Drift Masters events either side of a trip to Florida. So I cancelled my trip very last minute to be able to stay here and spend some time with my dog Finn. So instead of doing that, I think what I'm going to do this weekend is fire up my Twitch channel, which is going to be linked here, and you can come and join me. We're going to do a watch along of Formula Drift. If you want to see me do that, make sure you hit a like. If we can get 200 likes on this video, I know it's a bit of a hard task, but if we can get 200 likes on this channel, I'll try and bring back the podcast with some of the drivers and some of the team from Drift Masters and throughout the car community. Once again, welcome back to the 621 channel. I'm sorry we've been quiet over the last few months, but it's been a really rough start to the year for myself, so I had to get myself ready to be back in front of camera. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit subscribe if you did, and I'll see you again very, very soon.